Hi you, King here, and this is a video on how The Batman by Matt Reeves should have been the start of the DC cinematic universe, or should have been made to be the start of the DCU. You see, Matt Reeves made something special when he produced The Batman. Cause you see, nobody, especially after the stinkers that the DCEU had been releasing, was believing that The Batman was going to be any good. They saw Robert Pattinson picked to portray the character and they lost their goddamn minds. It was only after set photos and teasers of the film had been released by Matt Reeves that people started buying into the movie and investing in the idea of a new Batman. And their investment was paid back in dividends because the movie turned out to be an outrageous success, with Robert Pattinson portraying the best Batman subjectively and maybe even objectively that we've ever seen on film, which made most people want this Batman to be the starting off point for a new DC cinematic universe. And I know what people are saying, this Batman seems way too grounded, kind of like Christopher Nolan's Batman, to be the starting point for a superpowered, crazy, zany, wacky cinematic universe. But I say to those people, bullshit. Because just like a seed can turn into a tree, this was the perfect iteration of Batman that could have created a really strong starting off point for a cinematic universe. Not only did he have it down combat-wise, and his look was just so good that even the haters grew to love it, but also the color and mystical atmosphere that Matt Reeves managed to capture for this film could widen to an entire universal landscape, from various different cities like Central City and Metropolis to even cosmic stories involving new gods and Darkseid. And yes, we had a down-to-earth, grounded, realistic, noir-centric portrayal of the Riddler as the main villain in the first film. But who's to say that cements this Batman in a realistic world? I say it's a good thing that this version of Riddler starts off realistic, because it will make it even more special and bombastic when we start to explore the more fantastic and things become zanier and wackier. Like, for example, when we eventually meet an alien that looks human and speaks English but has godlike powers, or a warrior princess from an island of beautiful Amazonian ladies. Why can't Batman the Brave and the Bold be the canonized sequel to The Batman by Matt Reeves? I mean, the previous heads of the DCEU got away with changing what's canon to what's not canon just to fit their bottom line. So why can't James Gunn? I mean, he's told us what to expect, but things could change, either due to outside forces or inside forces, and no one would really care as long as it was for the better. And making it so the Batman is the official start to your DCU and that it's connected to your overall superhero DC Comics universe, yeah, that would definitely be a plus, not a minus. But y'all hearing me say all of this and you're saying to yourself, yeah, but what proof do you have that any of that would be the case? Well, my proof is from Iron Man 1 from 2008, the start of the MCU. And you might say, well, yeah, but Iron Man's a more wackier character than Batman. It was easier to put him in a world with gods and aliens. And to that I'd say, yeah, but he started off as a billionaire genius who built himself a military high-tech suit of armor. So he's equal to Batman when it comes to being a realistic hero in a comic book universe full of gods and monsters. And just like how he was the perfect starting off point for the MCU, I say don't miss your chance with the Batman to have him start off your DCU. He even built up to a sidekick in his sequel movie, which, rumor has it, Matt Reeves is having Dick Grayson Robin appear and maybe even feature a lot in the sequel to The Batman. For which on that, I hope they get a child actor to portray Robin, like how they did for X-23 in Logan, or Number 5 in Umbrella Academy, or even Hit Girl in Kick-Ass. I mean, I say if you're gonna like build a whole universe around this Batman, I want the kid to be, you know, young so he grows up naturally into a Nightwing position. And yes, we did kinda get that in the DC streaming show Titans, but that was too hardcore and gritty, so I feel like it was kind of basing itself off of a Zack Snyder era, and I just want my Batman to be more joyful and heroic. But again, there will be people saying they just can't see Batman fighting against Superman or any superpowered metas in Matt Reeves' universe. And I say to that, if Iron Man can go from a guy who just built an armored suit in a cave to a dude wearing nanotech armor fighting against like superpowered beings and having sidekicks who are also superpowered and fighting against a literal universe killer like Thanos, then I say the Batman by Matt Reeves can grow to do the same if he's starting off James Gunn's DCU. Because yes, in the comic books, Batman does start off as a detective in a batsuit with some spy-like gadgets. But he grows to become god level, surpassing the villainous psychopaths that he fights on a nightly basis, with evil, superpowered cosmic figures that could destroy the world 10 times over, like Darkseid. And how would he do that, you may ask? With upgrades, of course, like the Batman Beyond suit, which basically makes him like a semi-Superman with all of the super strength and flight and awesome other gadgets that he has like put in, and you could say it's nano machine, so he could just have it on him while looking like Bruce Wayne and it'll just form over him the way Iron Man's nanotech suit does. But you'll just say, oh, well, nanotech suits, regardless of how good they are, can be broken or hacked or overpowered, especially by a character like Darkseid. And to continue this fictional argument with you, I'll say yeah, but he'll have more than just tech upgrades to fight Darkseid. Being backed up by the Justice League, the Batman could have access to a whole sorts of powerful resources, which would make a fight with Darkseid a bit more even. I'm talking about the Lasso of Truth. I'm talking about a Green Lantern ring. I'm even talking about freaking the Trident of Poseidon held by Aquaman. And if those three things ain't enough, I'm putting in an ace in a hole. He could be lent the power of Shazam, and then boom, you have, with one word, Batman with Shazam-like powers, which means equal on par to Superman. All of this just to say, yes, I understand. The Batman by Matt Reeves is very grounded, and Matt Reeves himself even said that he doesn't want to go into the whole superpowered universe aspect, that he wants it to be realistic. But throw enough money at Matt Reeves and James Gunn, and boom, you have a DCU that's literally on par with the first 10 years of the MCU. I'm willing to bet on that. But I'm not gonna go crazy over this like the Restore the Snyderverse bros. Those people are insane. But if you agree, then like, share, subscribe, and follow, and ring that notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you for sticking to the end. Until next time.